Hello. Oh my gosh. What up, Rosalie? Time for Ernie to see some references. Absolutely. I don't know why the music is kind of loud though, to be honest. Let's hope it's not loud when I start the trial. It's just so weird that I went up to this shit. Oh well. I guess we're gonna have to deal with this. Alright, so... Alright, let's go back to the... last trial preparations. Yep. Options. That's weird. I guess once we enter into the save file is where our music starts to, you know, go up and stuff like that. But that is pretty weird. But nah, we're gonna continue. Alright, so we're already in the class trial, so let's get right into this shit, alright? So, last time it was nothing more but introductions and shit like that. We get to know of our main character, Damon, or Damon, or whatever. His name is Damon. He is a pretty prideful person, very prideful of his talent and stuff like that. But overall, we were invited to a school. We ended up like getting to meet all of our other classmates and stuff like that. What up, Gotcha? How's your day going, G? And of course, Akira is the best dude. Absolutely best boy and stuff like that. But other than that though, after we got together, we formed like, you know, friendly relationships, quote unquote. We ended up, you know, talking to everyone else. We ended up like, you know, getting to know them and shit like that. And now we ended up getting already into an investigation. So yeah, that shit's fun, you know. Seeing a dead body that Gotcha murdered yesterday, you know, that's something. But overall now, we're literally got to the point where we actually have to do a class trial in the prologue, which I kind of like though. High-key, I kind of do like, because it does change the formula from the other like main stories and shit like that, you know? You get me? Like all the other Danganronpas, bruh, prologue ain't nothing. It's all about introduction and stuff like that. Like this game, you literally go right deep into this and, you know, try to figure it out and stuff like that. Luckily for me though, I hope the class trial is voice acted, because I literally don't want to try talking too much, but you know what? You know, we're gonna see, you know. But overall, you know, we got to this point and shit like that, and after I heard that this class trial is gonna take long and stuff like that, you know, I was like, you know what, let's end it here, you know, and stuff like that. It is voice acted. Alright, so that's good to hear. So we're gonna go into this shit and see how it is. So what the fuck do I even have for my trinket? Of course, we're gonna be playing all on this shit on mean difficulty, so we're gonna have to start thinking with our head caps, you know. We gotta big brain this shit. Of course, our trinket. Let's see what true bullets we have, you know. All right, so yesterday's investigation, we know that our victim here got stabbed 28 times. They also suffered chemical burns to their head. Yeah, Gotcha. Look at the damage you done. Look what you did right here. And of course, the burn she got for her eyes and scalp. Of course, we found a bloody knife on the scene, which is probably the murder weapon. We found the assault rifle, which is pretty much a red herring. This is not the murder weapon. Found a bucket. So pretty much my theory is that there was a bucket that was filled with bleach. And whatever they did is that they put that shit on top of the door. And then when she came in, she ended up getting the burn on her face, which is what caused her face, which would probably stun her. Then the killer with a knife ran to her, and he was like, yeah, haha, I'm gonna stab on you, and then all that kind of shit. And damn, she would literally sit there and die. Surprisingly, she survived, but she was losing blood, which is probably her cause of death. And of course, the victim's hands, how I explain it is while she was like, you know, paralyzed from the blood and stuff like that, you know, there were blood and stuff like that while she was getting stabbed. Of course, it would get on her gun, which is probably what the blood came from her hand. All right, that is my logic. Hopefully, in this trial, we're gonna see what the heck is gonna go down and shit like that. But other than that, let's begin this shit. Oh my god.
Let's begin with a brief explanation of the class trial.
Oh yeah. And yesterday I didn't even know I couldn't even speak English.
The objective here is simple. Explain how the murder took place. Using evidence you've gathered during the investigation, you will argue what you believe happened to the victim.
Alright, alright.
Should you all agree on the right answer, you will be free to leave this place.
Okay.
Should you all agree on the wrong answer, well, you'll find out.
Alright, so we get this wrong, where probably it's pretty much like the same shit from all Danganronpa. We're all probably gonna get executed and shit like
That's
this.
all there is to it. Have fun, everybody.
Somebody, get me out of here.
If this is something we must discuss, I know a good place to start.
Get me out of here, 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 get me out of here!
Damn, chill.
Somebody get me out of here!
Bruh, why is she already getting tense? It's not like you're a killer or nothing. I know you're scared and stuff like that, but you know, you heard what the guy said. He's about to let us out if we do this shit. You know what? She actually kind of deserved it, you know. She needed to cool down.
What happened to her?
Come on, Eloise. You know damn well what happened.
Oh shit! They fried her brain!
Calm down. It's only a shock. She won't suffer any permanent side effects. If I wanted to see the brain dead bigger, I'd just turn on the telly. On that note, please carry on.
Holy shit. The people running this place aren't playing around.
As you were saying, Wolfgang?
Right. The way I see it, the objective of this trial...
By the way, can I get like a seat with this thing?
Bruh, what?
I'm just gonna be an onlooker. It's only fair.
You're seriously not going to contribute?
Yeah, for reals. Why you gotta be like this? You're like the most useless person in here.
What am I even supposed to do?
Put your detective hat on, buddy. We're here to solve a mystery.
Yeah, who murdered that dummy chick, right?
Not who murdered her, how they murdered her.
Did that tablet not explain it?
It listed her wounds, yes, but it didn't explain how they were inflicted.
Alright, alright.
Probably because it's so obvious.
No, it's not. It's not obvious. Oh my
Miss
gosh.
Amber, you didn't even read the tablet.
Yeah, for reals.
And I don't have to.
Alright, so...
Would you look at that? A debate's already underway.
Oh gosh. These guys are clearly confused. I need to stop them before they arrive at the wrong conclusion. Oh gosh, do you hear that? That's the sound of non-stop debate approaching. Alright, so this is the same from any Danganronpa game. Non-stop debate. So we got a lot of shit. Okay, I think I pretty much know how to do that. Let's just see if the button controls are different. Alright. Okay, so Q is to... Okay, yeah. Shit. Shift is to fast forward. Go blah, blah, blah. Concentrate, alright. Oh, silencer, circle bullet, shoots. Alright, gotcha. Those are the weak spots. Okay, blah 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 blah. Alright. That's all for it. Now let's not jump into some conclusion. Let's go. Non-stop debate, baby. Let's go. I got the controls just in case. Alright, we're starting out with 2.
The mystery was never about who killed Kara, but how she died.
Is that true?
Objection! It's obvious what the murder weapon was.
Alright.
I didn't get a good look at the crime scene, but the body was pretty bloody.
Eats the
And
moon.
what could have spilt that blood besides that big scary gun?
She's wrong, bro.
That's right. There was
She
a
did
gun.
not investigate.
You hear that, lawyer man? She agrees.
You know, that's the same expression I get too for hearing something as stupid as that. The loudest voices in the room aren't always the smartest. Fortunately, an uninformed argument is never difficult to shoot down. That's right, Damon. Let's destroy this shit.
Kara, but how she
Oh
died.
my gosh.
Is that true?
I really have to freaking fast forward this shit.
It's obvious what the murder weapon was.
I didn't get a good look at the crime scene,
Alright.
but the body was pretty bloody.
And what could have spilt that blood? Besides that big, scary gun.
Did I? Oh, was I supposed to do something
There
with
was a
you?
gun. You hear that, Lion
What?
Man? She agrees.
I was pressing the button to shoot. Did I fuck up or something? I pretty much fucked this shit up already.
The mystery was never about who killed Kara, but how she died.
Is that true?
Objection!
Oh, okay. What? Game over. What did I do? What did I do? Is this means
The
difficulty?
mystery was never about
I was trying to
who
figure out how to
killed
shoot my gun.
Kara, but how she died.
Is that true?
Alright, I think I'm gonna have to hold this shit. I don't think the
It's
instruction ever
obvious
told
what
me.
the murder weapon was.
I didn't get a good look at the crime scene, but the body was pretty bloody.
And what could have spilt that blood? Besides that big, scary gun.
It's this. Why isn't that working?
That's right.
What?
There was a gun. You hear that, Lion Man?
Okay,
She agrees.
I may have. Did I either skim or something over the instructions or some shit?
The mystery was never about who killed Kara, but how she died.
Is that
All right,
true?
I may have done something that.
Objection! Obvious what the murder. I didn't get it the body. Could have
All right.
stopped that big, scary gun.
I
That's
missed that shit
right.
again.
There
Oh
was
my
a gun.
gosh,
You hear that, Lion Man?
I don't
She
get it.
agrees.
What was I supposed to do? Like I was trying. Like it told me the instructions told me to shoot it with the left side, unless I did not. Unless I read that shit wrong. Okay, I may have either like skimmed over the instruction real quick or shit. Fuck.
The mystery was never about who.
I'm so confused.
killed
Why does it all
Kara,
keep
but
on
how she
repeat?
died.
Is that true?
Objection! It's obvious.
You're in a
didn't get
time
good look at the
gacha.
crime-
And what could have spilt that blood? Besides that big, scary gun.
What? Diamond, you did not miss that shit. I literally was on that. Oh. What? Bro, I was literally on that shit. You ran out of time.
The mystery was never about.
Okay,
who
what else,
killed
Sven?
Kara, but how she died.
Okay, so I
Is
can't
that
run out of time,
true?
but I'm trying to like speed this shit up, alright?
I didn't get it the body. Spilt that. Besides that big, scary gun.
What?
That's right. There was a gun. You hear that, Lion
You're saying my
Man? She
bullet?
agrees.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so I need to figure out how to shoot this because it has to be some different button. Shoot at the GU part.
The mystery was never about who killed Kara, but how she died.
That's what I was trying to do, but like the part where
body was
the contradiction is, right?
Big, scary gun. That's
Oh,
right.
okay, it's
There
on the
was
right
a
side.
gun.
Okay, I don't know why. It's telling me to shoot from the left, but I went to the right, so that's where. Okay. Okay, I got it. Okay, I got it. I know how to shoot
The
now.
mystery was
Obvious what the murder. I
didn't get a good look at the crime.
Oh, time is okay. Yeah, time. Yes. I have little time to think. All right, I understand the games. I understand the game now.
Objection.
Shut up.
Obvious what the murder weapon.
I didn't.
All right.
The body was pretty.
I could have spilt that blood.
Not my shift key.
Besides that big, scary gun. What does that even have to do with anything?
Right, how could I mess this up?
The mystery was never about who killed Kara, but
The bloody
how
knife,
she
right?
died.
Is that true?
Yeah, the bloody knife.
Objection. It's obvious what the murder weapon was.
I didn't get a good look at the
I may
crime
have
scene,
misread the
but body
instructions,
was pretty
bro.
bloody.
And what could have spilled that blood? That big
No, it's not it. Okay, so
The mystery was never about
so it's not
who
that part. It's not the
killed
bloody
Kara,
knife on the
but
gun,
how
huh?
she died.
Is that true?
Objection! It's obvious what the murder weapon was.
I didn't get a good look at the crime scene, but the body was pretty bloody.
Is there any other point?
There was hear that, liar man. She agrees.
No. No sticker controls on. What the fuck? Okay. This is something. Okay, so. Or my knife. Oh my gosh. Okay, so. I may have confused myself.
The mystery was never about who killed Kara, but how
Yes.
she died.
This is the gun.
Is that true?
Objection! It's obvious what the murder weapon was.
I didn't get a good look at the crime scene. But
Yeah,
the
I'm about to run
body
out of
was
time. I don't know
pretty
why
bloody.
it's not letting me.
And what could have spilled that blood?
Yeah, there goes the time and shit like that. Oh my gosh. I forgot how to shoot this shit. This is so annoying.
The mystery was never about who
It's the bloody
killed
knife, but
Kara,
I forgot
but
how to
she
shoot.
died.
That's so crazy.
Is that true?
Objection! It's obvious what the murder weapon was.
I didn't get a good look at the crime scene, but the body was pretty bloody.
And what could have spilled that blood? Besides that big, scary gun. Ah, that's right.
Wait.
There was a gun.
No.
Hear that, liar
I think
man?
I think I'm
She
looking at this shit
agrees.
wrong though. Maybe it's the assault rifle that goes there. I can make a fan art of you, please. Sure, gotcha. All right, I gotta okay. I gotta try this shit.
The murder-
I didn't get a
And what spilled that? Besides that big, scary gun.
No, sticky
That's
though.
right. There was a
I don't know
gun.
why it's always asking me for.
Hear that, liar man?
Okay, yeah, blah 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 blah. All right. I don't know why it's keep asking like
mystery
prompting
was
me this
never
shit, but
about
I think it's the assault rifle.
But the murder could have spilled that big, scary gun.
Shoot it.
No, that's wrong.
Okay, yeah, okay. So I was shooting the wrong truth bullet. All right. So yeah.
Cassidy, can you stop butting in? You barely investigated the crime scene to begin with.
Yeah, for real. Even Damon asking the right question. My gosh, bro, I've been actually shooting the wrong bullet. Oh, I feel so embarrassed. But what? Like, it should have been the knife that had the more blood. Maybe this will explain why.
Whoa, what? I searched that place from top to bottom.
Alright, then tell me, how was a fully loaded assault rifle used as the murder weapon?
Fully loaded. I didn't know the Ultimate Puppeteer was more popular than the Ultimate Lucky Student.
That's easy. It wasn't.
Are you stupid, Cassidy? You think you could have stabbed someone with a gun like that? That gun barely has any blood on it.
Obviously, the shooter reloaded their gun to full capacity.
Uh-huh.
Any smart shooter could tell you that. Right, Desmond?
Mm-hmm.
Why are you bringing me into this?
For real, why you gotta be dragging Desmond into this mess? She does.
Except, the victim suffered multiple stab wounds to the torso.
Exactly.
If the gun was fired, not only should the body have had bullet wounds, but there would be shell casings from the fired bullets. We saw neither at the crime scene.
Yeah, for reals. We gotta up our game.
Details. If the gun didn't do that, chicken, what was the actual murder weapon?
Are you literally blind, Cassidy? You didn't see the knife next to her? The actual murder weapon. That's obvious. What was the actual murder of the weapon? It's obvious, guys. It's the door. It's a ladder, y'all. Nah, it's a knife.
I got it.
The fucking knife.
The bloody knife. It's just so blatantly obvious. It was literally right next to the victim's body.
Cam's razor gotta ruin everything.
This is a bucket, dude.
Interesting. Both the knife and the rifle were present at the crime scene, but only the knife was used.
Obviously, that shit has like blood on the tip of it.
Kind of weird choosing the inferior weapon.
Nothing beats the sting of a sharpened blade.
If the killer didn't use the rifle, why was it at the crime scene?
Maybe it came from inside the closet.
Don't see why you'd be storing a gun in a janitor's closet.
Man, I don't know. What if it's not even related to the murder?
Nah, you're wrong. Nah, I don't think that gun belonged to the killer.
Of course it's related. It's covered in blood.
Yeah, for reals.
Oh no. Everyone's starting to yell.
Shut up, Diana. This is for the case. This debate is getting out of control fast. I need to say something. Look at me, I'm already pissed. Non-stop debate, baby. Let's see. Okay. We got the tablet, assault rifle, and victim's hands. All right.
To reiterate, both the rifle and the knife were next to the victim's body.
Yet they opted for the knife. Odd choice.
I bet that gun didn't even work. These days, it's all about aesthetics over effectiveness.
That's like your opinion, lady.
If the gun was broken, then the killer would have no reason to bring it with them. And yet, they did.
All right, they did.
Watch it be for the aesthetic.
It's easy to assume the killer was the one holding the gun, but considering the detail of the victim's death, I'm inclined to think otherwise. My gosh, Damon's already smart.
The rifle and the knife were next to the victim's body.
Yet they opted for the knife. Odd choice.
I bet that gun didn't even work. These days, it's all about aesthetics over effectiveness.
That's like your opinion, lady.
If the gun was broken, the killer would have no reason to bring it with them.
Oh, it's when she says the killer.
They did.
Oh my gosh. Okay, we gotta hurry that shit up. All right, yeah. I know. I got you, Damon. I got you.
Gun was broken.
Who said it was the killer? I fucked up.
Are you out of it? That has nothing to do with anything.
Oof, I'm already losing it, y'all.
Both the rifle and the knife were next to the victim's body.
Yet they opted for the
I wish they would show like a little bit of the information below the the picture and stuff like that.
I bet that gun didn't even work. These days, it's all about aesthetics or effectiveness.
If the gun was broken,
it had to be the gun, right? No? Okay.
To reiterate, both the rifle and the knife were next to the victim's body.
Eyes behind you.
Opted for the knife. Odd choice.
Okay, so if it's probably not that.
I bet that gun didn't even work.
The gun
These days, it's all
was
about
loaded.
aesthetics over effectiveness.
That's like your opinion, lady.
if the gun was broken, then the killer.
Okay, so I think I was supposed to do something with the killer or something shit like that. Alright, let's try this shit again.
To reiterate, both the rifle and the knife were next to the victim's body.
Yet they opted for the knife.
The victim's hands, y'all.
Odd choice.
I bet that gun didn't even...
Was this supposed to be in this? Nah.
Wait, the evidence Damon presented doesn't support that.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
To reiterate, both the
Bro,
rifle and the knife
I wish they could show at least, a bit of text of about what the items are. That's the one thing I do have a complaint about this game, though.
Odd choice.
Oh wait, never mind. I think if I'm playing mean, it doesn't show at all.
These days, it's all about aesthetics over effectiveness.
That's like your opinion, lady.
If the gun was broken, then the killer would have no reason to bring it with them.
I don't think it's the killer though.
They did.
Watch it be for the aesthetic.
Oof. Ingrid is saying something interesting. You think so?
To reiterate, both the rifle.
So let's go back and hear what Ingrid has to say.
Opted for the knife.
You think Ingrid is saying some such shit right now?
That gun didn't. These days, it's all about. Oh, you agree?
Wait,
Don't forget, you can agree with people. How to
reiterate,
okay, so now I have to figure out how I could agree with people. Wait, no, you could agree when you shoot the blue, right? Maybe winding a sun and moon show vid be like.
I bet that gun didn't even work.
Yeah, that's when I agree
These
with
days,
them
it's all
though.
about aesthetics over effectiveness.
But the gun does work. It's just the thing is that it wasn't
If
used.
the gun was broken, then the killer would have no reason to bring it with them.
Yeah, so the killer wouldn't have a reason.
Be for the aesthetic.
All right, so yeah, the killer is not the one holding the gun.
To reiterate, both the rifle and the knife
both
were next to the victim's body.
Yet they opted for the knife. Odd choice.
So both are next to the body.
I bet that gun
Yeah,
didn't even work.
you would shoot the blue
These
like the
days,
yellow.
It's all about
All right.
aesthetics over effectiveness.
Okay, so then I have to choose the right one to go with the blue.
If the gun was broken, then the killer.
Okay, I fucked up that one. My gosh, thank God this is just a prologue and tutorial. If this shit was serious, we'd all be dead right now.
To reiterate, both the rifle and the knife
So-
were next to the victim's body.
Yet they opted for the knife.
Would it be the victim's
Odd
hands?
choice.
I bet that gun didn't even work. These days, it's all about
Oh my gosh, I speed through. I sped through that shit. All right, gotcha. You take your time. Oh my gosh, I'm literally don't even.
Odd choice.
Man, I wish I could literally like. Nope. Okay, so I don't think it's her. I don't think it's her statement though.
To reiterate, both the rifle.
I don't think it's that.
Huh? Does that? To reiterate, both the rifle and the knife were
You
next to the
sure?
victim's body.
Yet
Am I
they
sure? So
opted
there
for
is
the
something
knife.
with Ingrid's statement that I am.
Odd choice.
Is it the assault?
I bet that gun didn't even work. These days,
Oh my
it's
gosh,
all
I missed
about
that shit.
aesthetics over effectiveness.
That's like your opinion, lady.
I'm back.
If the
Hello,
gun was
gotcha.
broken, then the killer would have no reason.
If only
to
I
bring it
would
with
have
them.
known the instruction a bit
And
more.
yet, they did.
It says something about bringing the instruction with F3, right? Okay, there we go. There we go. There we go. Okay, change bullets. Fire, yes. Fire with the right. F1, show truth bullet menu. Okay, that's good to know. Hold. Okay, Q is to cycle through bullets. All right. I don't think I need Q, but I think I would need the F1 button more. The fire and focus. Yeah, okay. Okay, now we. Okay, there we go. This is what you get for not reading and following TSA guidelines. All right, that was me. That was my bad. That was my bad. All right. So we got a tablet. All right. Tablet says teacher age. She was stabbed to her 28 times. The victim also suffered chemical burns on the head. The most notable burns are to her head and eyes and scalp. Cause of death was blood loss. Time of death is unknown, so that's out of the question. A blood-soaked knife found at the scene of crime. There was a fully loaded assault rifle next to the victim's body. It was speckled with blood. It was only speckled with blood. Oh, it's all the victim's hands. There was dried blood underneath the victim's nails. The rest of her hands were clean. This shit does not tell me anything. All right. All right.
Reiterate, both the rifle and the
Okay, so
knife
it's both. This
were
can't be that
next to the
statement.
victim's body.
Yet they opted for the knife. Odd choice.
I bet that gun didn't even.
But the gun is fully loaded.
These days,
it
it's
can't
all
be
about
like
aesthetics over effectiveness.
me and my sister fighting on who gets
That's
outside.
like
Be
your
like,
opinion, lady.
If the gun was broken,
I think I will have to go with
then the
victim's hand.
killer
Yeah, the
would have
killer,
no
but
reason
like,
to bring it.
okay. Okay, I think I got the gist of how to use this stuff. And time. All right, right, right.
Reiterate, both the rifle.
All right, let's get the shit.
Opted for the choice.
Gun didn't.
Let's try this with the vic. Oh my gosh, I missed my
These days,
shot.
it's all about
All right.
aesthetics over effectiveness.
That's like your opinion, lady.
If the gun was broken, then
Nope. Okay. So then I gotta try that one with the Ingrid statement then.
Reiterate,
Opt for the knife.
Gun didn't even. These days, it's all about.
Okay, so it's
You
not
agree?
the hand.
To reiterate, both the rifle and the knife were next to the victim's
So it has to
body.
be assault rifle with the other two because I don't think.
Didn't even work. These days, it's all about aesthetics over effectiveness.
That's like they're a
If the gun was broken, then the killer.
Oh my
Are
gosh,
you
bro.
out of it?
I
To
know it has to be
reiterate,
something.
both the
Does it have to do
rifle
with this
and the
statement right
knife
here that he's
were
saying?
next to
There
the
has,
victim's
there
body.
can't be.
Yet they opted for the knife.
Like, it can't be. Look, tablet. It even says that the victim. Okay, yeah, but the most cause of death is a blood of loss. Time of death. Yeah, so there's. It doesn't mention anything about a gun there that Ingrid is talking about.
I bet that gun didn't even work.
Yeah, like why would a tablet even? Oh,
These days,
maybe.
It's all about aesthetics.
Oh,
over
okay. Maybe if I show the
effectiveness.
tablet, they're gonna talk
That's
about the
like
burns
your
and shit like
opinion, lady.
that. I think that's what's gonna happen. All right. All right. I think I may have
For the
found a good
aesthetic.
reason. Yeah, because like the reason why the gun didn't work is because the victim was like
To reiterate,
got
both the
acid or
rifle
got
and the
bleached and
knife
shit like
were
that.
next
That's
to the
why.
victim's body.
Good choice.
All right, all right.
I bet that gun.
No. Oh my
You
gosh.
agree?
Wait, the evidence.
No.
To reiterate, both the rifle and the
But the
knife
tablet,
were
though.
next to the victim's body.
Yet they opted for the knife.
It has to be. It has to be. It has to be the first statement. She was blinded, so she couldn't operate it
then the
properly.
killer
That's what I was
would
like.
have no
I was
reason
gonna show
to
the
bring it
tablet
with
to her, like where she could, like, you know,
And
not
yet,
operate the gun.
They did.
Be for the aesthetic.
Oh my gosh! No, I do not want sticky notes on.
To reiterate, both the rifle and the
No,
were next to the victim's body.
it has to be the first statement then. It has to be the first statement. There's no way Ingrid had. I already shot 3 of my bullets on her. And there's no way it introduces the way where you could literally take one person's statement and stuff like that. And if it did, it would have showed them in my instructions. But no, right now this is like the beginning.
Both the rifle and the knife
No, it's
were
not.
next to
Oh
the
my gosh.
victim's body.
Because she'd be
Yet
randomly
they
shooting, not
opted
hitting the
for the
target at
knife.
all unless she was lucky.
Odd choice.
Alright, right. Can't be Ingrid's, it can't be yours. It has to be the first statement.
Be for the aesthetic.
To reiterate, rifle and the knife.
Okay, so it's not the tablet for you.
To reiterate, both the rifle
Oh my gosh, I
We're
clicked the
next to
wrong
the
button
victim's
again.
body.
Oh my gosh. Bruh. Yes, I know the reason, but why? Like, which part was the one that
to reiterate,
it has to be the assault rifle, right?
rifle and the
No.
knife.
Then it has to be the victim's hand.
Yes, we already know does that. To reiterate, both the rifle and the knife were next to the victim's body.
Yes.
Yet they opted for the knife. Odd choice.
I bet that gun didn't even. These days,
Like-
it's all. You
Wait,
To reiterate,
Oh my
both the
gosh.
rifle and
You're
the
in
knife
Hawaii.
were next to the victim's body.
We need to change
Yet
it to
they
hand.
opted for the knife.
I bet that gun.
Okay, so no. It can't be her statement. I already shot all her statements.
To reiterate, both the rifle and
And then
the
I'm gonna
knife
shoot the tablet just in case, because I think I already shot this with the tablet. Oh.
These days, it's all about aesthetics over effectiveness.
that's like your opinion, lady.
If the gun was broken, killer.
Oh my gosh, there it is. It has to be right here. Like, it's just a killer, but like, I was literally trying to like see like how.
Stop that thought right there. If we keep assuming the killer had the gun, we'll end up running in circles.
Ah, yes. Okay, so okay, yeah. It has to be her. I was like saying that it has to be her statement because like what Damon said like in the little hint when you finish this like the convo, he was like, you know, that's like your opinion, lady. I agree. What up, Chris? Oh my gosh.
What? You think the killer was unarmed?
Absolutely. I think he came in with a knife.
They were definitely armed. With a knife. The reason they didn't use a gun is probably because they never had it to begin with.
But my statement still stands. You also have to agree with people. Was there a way to change bullets? Was there a way to change bullets? Man, not there. Hold on, there gotta be something on here. Was there something like? Okay, yes, there was the confirm advanced hack. Oh no, this is a conversation shit. Oh my gosh, never mind. We can't talk about this here.
But then, who did?
It's for later, Ernie. So you're prepping me up for later?
Easy. The victim.
Whoa, the dummy had the gun?
If it wasn't the killer, it has to be her. She must have brought it to the closet. She was probably carrying it before the murder, but dropped it when the killer attacked her.
Oh, I guess that makes some sense.
Yeah, it makes some sense.
Complete sense.
I wouldn't be so sure about that. Aren't you overlooking something?
Huh?
Oh no.
The victim was stabbed from the front, meaning she could have seen the killer coming, correct? If so, why didn't she shoot them?
A stealth attack! I bet the killer memorized her AI movements.
AI movement?
That girl must have been killed before she had the chance to defend herself.
That's not technically true. There's evidence of a struggle between the victim and the killer.
Oh, absolutely. Specifically, evidence that shows the victim attempted to fight back. Yeah, baby! It is the victim's hands, baby!
This is it.
Hell yeah, now we can use the fingers.
We found dry blood under the victim's fingernails, which implies she was clawing at her attacker. Of course, no explanation is definitive without photo proof of the killer, but I'm confident this is what happened.
Oh yeah, look at that. We're already getting into a aim and shit.
Why would you resort to scratching when you're carrying a gun?
Did something get in the way of her using it?
Absolutely.
I wonder if that killer stole it from her.
She should have seen or heard him coming from the hallway at the very least.
Why do you think she was in the hallway?
That's where the fight happened, right?
No, that is not where the fight happened.
I think you're getting ahead of yourself. How can we be sure the fight happened there?
Yeah, look at that. Wolfgang's already asking these cool-ass questions.
Maybe the fight started in the hallway, and after it ended, her body was dragged into the closet.
If that happened, shouldn't there have been streaks of blood on the floor or in the hallway?
Drag marks. Can't say I saw any.
Absolutely.
It was merely a jest. No need to take it so seriously.
Instead of dragging the victim, what if the killer carried her?
Bro, y'all are thinking way too much.
I don't know why they would want to do that, but it would explain the lack of drag marks.
But then, wouldn't the killer have been covered in
blood? Aye. It should have gotten everywhere.
Absolutely, then the killer would have been caught easily.
Those wounds were brutal. A few inches deep, I reckon. Carrying her would have done nothing to stop the blood flow.
Absolutely.
Good point.
She was obviously killed in the closet. That's where the blood was.
Exactly.
Yes, you're right. I'm so sorry for derailing the conversation.
Man, thank gosh everybody here was able to destroy that argument.
Moving on. That fight. The victim had the gun, but she was overpowered?
Yes.
If she wanted to, she could have just, you know.
It doesn't make much sense, does it?
Oh no, y'all didn't even read that shit. Well, Gammon, have none of you read the tablet? remember, Rosalie, some of them decided not to do this shit, so that's on them. Damon is going to pull a Kate. There must be something we're missing, something that explains how the victim was overpowered. And I know I'm the only one who can figure that shit out. You see that, Spen? I don't need allies. Alright. Okay, this is my time. I'll talk about agree points. Yes, now I said, this is my time for me to agree with people. During the last non-stop debate, you would have noticed the same phrases were blue. Bet you weren't expecting that, huh? Those phrases are called agree points. They are the counterpart to weak spots. As the name would suggest, if an agree point aligned with the evidence you gathered, you can use your true bullets to prove it correct. Simply aim your reticle, blah blah blah. Okay. Yes. when it would be wise to do so. So figure it out. Good luck. Alright, see, y'all happy? I read the instructions. Now I don't feel like I'm as lost as before. It's the bucket. It has to be the bucket this time.
Slimy killer pulled a fast one and knocked the gun out of her hand.
No.
By the sounds of it, those two did have a crazy tussle.
Hell no.
She still carried a gun. So why didn't she shoot?
I bet that girl didn't even see them coming.
Yes. That
Maybe
okay.
she thought the killer was her friend. I know I wouldn't hurt a friend.
She tried clawing their eyes out.
Right. Why did the victim not shoot her attacker? Everyone's got a theory, but who has the actual answer? Okay, we know who has the actual answer. Y'all, this is so easy.
That girl didn't even.
What?
Appreciate the support.
Okay, so it was not.
Killer pulled a fast one and knocked the gun
Oh, we
out
have the
of her
tablet
hand.
again, of course.
By the
Okay, I did not see the tablet bucket.
I bet that girl didn't even.
I did not see the tablet on the list, but I had the right idea though. Y'all have the right idea too if y'all thought of it.
John actually has a point. The victim probably couldn't see what was going on. According to the tablet, she suffered chemical burns to the face and eyes. That sort of injury would have effectively blinded her.
Exactly. Bleach is no joke. That shit would have blinded her anyway, even if she'd survived.
Also, inside the janitor's closet, there was a large empty bottle of bleach. That's probably the chemical that caused the burns.
Blinded with bleach? That's horrible.
Oh yeah, that is fucking horrible.
All that pain, yet she still managed to fight back.
She sure put up a struggle. Without a gun, I guess the next best thing was her hands.
Absolutely, you got to start pushing people
So
away.
the killer was definitely the one who blinded her.
Indeed. Knowing she had a gun, he blinded her to make her less dangerous.
Yep.
Then, when he pinned her against the door and stabbed her, she tried to retaliate.
Ah, yeah. Nice job, Wolfgang.
Until eventually dying from her wounds. Jeez, this is brutal. Couldn't they have toned down the violence?
The past is in the past, and we can't change that. All we can do is solve her untimely death, eh?
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, by the sounds of it, we've already figured it out, right?
Nah, there's got to be more to this shit.
No, not yet.
Yeah, even Wolfgang knew this shit is gonna happen. Brutal, you mean awesome, right?
Seriously?
But we've already discussed so much!
What are you guys talking
We know
about?
she was armed. We know she was blinded. We figured out how she died. How is this not a closed case?
We gotta catch the killer.
Please understand, I'm proud of everyone's hard work so far.
Yeah,
Because of you, we're one step closer to bringing the victim justice.
absolutely.
This was never about the dummy.
However, we should think of this case like an equation. Knowing how it works is only half the struggle. Now we need to figure out why.
Why? Absolutely, we gotta figure out the motive for this shit.
As in, the motive?
Yep,
You're on the right track.
it's close to the reference. Let's
You
go.
speak like we have any information on the killer. The man's a stock image. He doesn't even have a name. What are we supposed to ascertain from that? That he's a non-character?
Absolutely, he doesn't exist.
Not every answer will be written down for you. Sometimes actions speak louder than...
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Hold the phone!
Grace?
Whoa, what? Since when was Grace back to normal?
Yeah, for reals.
Right now, soybean.
I thought she was being quiet all the time.
Solve this mystery has been like watching a dumpster catch on fire.
So she got killed.
I guess all that smoke must have clouded your vision. 'Cause there's a big-ass elephant in this room.
What big ass elephant, Grace? What is your problem?
Elephant in the room?
That's giving us too much credit.
So the killer incapacitated that girl. She had a gun, it makes total sense. Problem is, you've yet to explain how he used the bleach.
Bro, this is so fucking... Are you serious, Grace?
I sort of assumed he spilled it on the victim.
Yes! Deanna, you actually got that shit right.
Right. He just tipped the bottle over her.
Well, not the bottle, but the bucket.
That bottle is where the bleach came from, sure. But I doubt the bottle itself was involved in the murder. When we found it, it was neatly ordered on a shelf near the back of the closet.
Oh yeah, destroying evidence.
The gun and knife were just thrown on the floor. So it's weird this weapon was handled so differently.
Do you think the killer just poured the contents of that bottle into something else?
Yes!
Sure, before the actual murder took place, I'd say.
And what is this something else? Go on. Explain it before this dumpster turns molten.
Oh my gosh, Grace. She's really stubborn about this, but I get the point she's trying to make. Before we move on from this subject, we need to make sure its logic is completely sound. Alright. Alright then, let's put out this fire. Yep, let's put this shit out. Where's my bucket? Yep, bucket, there it is. That was a very easy way.
Well, if the original bottle's been emptied, where'd the bleach go?
Into another bottle?
Nah.
What about a container?
Not a
There were
container.
bunch in the closet.
I bet the killer had a secret water gun.
No, that's absolutely wrong too.
He squirted her in the eyes.
Hey, the ink vanishes when the battle's over.
Call the fire brigade, Grace.
Okay, to inflict. Yes, okay. What was used?
The original bottles, where'd the bleach go?
Into another bottle?
What about a container?
She's right. No, she's right. She's
There were a
right.
bunch in the
She's
closet.
right. It was a container. No, not the water gun. Not the water gun. No. We don't have to hear all this shit.
Well.
All right.
Into.
Bro, that shit moves way too fast. What the fuck?
I bet the killer.
All right, I gotta do it way before this shit.
Grace.
Yeah. We know. It's a bar. We know this shit. Grace just making us do more work.
Into another bottle?
What about a container?
There we go.
I got it.
Thank gosh. Man, take that shit, Grace. Your logic destroyed.
She's
No, I
correct.
drink the bleach.
The killer put the chemicals in a bucket. Or, more specifically, the same bucket we found at the crime scene. After all, it reeked of bleach.
Absolutely.
If the killer didn't use it to transport bleach, what else did they use it for? Personal cleaning? I doubt it.
Yo, that makes sense.
I know, right?
A broken clock is right twice a day.
Okay, cool. So, how'd the killer use that bucket to spill bleach in the victim's eyes?
Oh my gosh, you do not have a great imagination, do you, Grace?
It would be a fairly heavy bucket, so it's unlikely he threw it on her.
She'd shoot him before he even had the chance. Use your brain, mate.
Of course, my apologies.
It's a good question. How was the killer able to get a hefty bucket of chemicals into the victim's eyes? Especially without her knowing. There must be some kind of clue missing here. Dink, Damon.
Even if he did manage to splash her, the girl should have sustained intense facial burns. However, aside from her eyes, her face was relatively untouched.
Well, if you check the tablet, it said she had burns to the scalp, too.
Yeah.
Burns to the scalp. How does that work?
Isn't that an offering of bleach?
Unless those chemicals came from above?
Ah, above. Yes, that's right. Above.
Did the killer somehow suspend the bucket in the air? Maybe there was a mechanism that made it tip over when someone entered the room.
Yes, there was.
Bucket supposed to
Come
be
on,
in?
y'all were in middle school or some shit. This is like the most easiest
Above.
prank to do.
Which, well, could mean anything.
Was the killer hiding above the door frame?
No. Oh, you're so close, Ingrid.
There's no way they were up there. There's nothing for them to sit or hold on to. Not to mention, they couldn't have stabbed her from up there.
And if there's no place for the killer to sit, then there's no place for the bucket to sit.
Yeah, you're absolutely wrong on that shit, Kai.
Unless you take into account the size difference. The space above the entrance might not be able to support a person, but it could still support something as small as a bucket.
Absolutely.
And that thing supporting the bucket?
The killer wanted two things: for the bucket to be above the victim and for it to spill on her when she entered the room. In other words, he needed to balance the bucket. But on what? What did the killer balance the bucket on? It's obvious, guys. The killer balanced it on nothing. Case closed. Nah, it's obvious. It's on the knife. Yes, clearly he balanced that shit on a knife like a.
I got it. I don't know how we overlooked this, but I've got it.
Be right back. All right, Chris.
The killer just balanced the bucket on the door.
Yeah, it's just that simple.
Like in those water bucket pranks people film?
Yes, there you go, Kai.
Exactly. When the victim came into the room, she pushed open the door and caused the bucket to fall on her. This would make it so she couldn't shoot back or even get a chance to see her assailant. When the bucket hit the ground, it probably rolled away. That'd explain why we found it a couple feet from the victim.
Absolutely.
That is a possibility, yes.
It sounds like the best conclusion.
It is. It's logical.
There's just one problem. How was the killer able to reach that high?
Oh my gosh, now we have to talk about the fucking stepladder.
Unless they were abnormally tall, it'd be difficult to place something on top of that door.
Do you not investigate the crime scene? I know you were in the back of that room and did not see the stepladder behind that door.
Well, let's use that as our next point of discussion. How did the killer set up this trap?
To balance that bucket on the door, the killer would need to reach pretty high. Was there anything in the crime scene they could have used as a boost? If I could answer that, it'll add further credibility to my theory. Of course, it's this! Yes! It is this!
This is it.
I got that shit!
There was a stepladder hiding behind the closet door. The killer probably used that. After climbing it, they could position the bucket right on top of the door.
Figures.
My precious stepladder? You think the bad guy used my super duper obvious stepladder?
Absolutely.
Match point. Occam's razor.
Now we got this case of pretty much logically sounded.
Didn't care much for subtlety. No matter how obvious it seems, it's the only answer that makes sense.
It was the only knick-knack of its kind, too. If there's something else that killer could have used, it's escaping me.
Yep.
I see. It makes sense with what we've got so far.
Please, Grace, don't be pulling up some bullshit right now.
But I'm not done yet. I still
Oh my
have
gosh.
one last question for you apes.
Oh my gosh, what the fuck is your last question?
Please just leave us alone.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so tired.
For real, I agree with Kai on this one for once.
Don't be like that. Grace may be loud, but her questions have really helped our discussion.
But they're obvious questions.
Anyway, what was the killer doing when that bucket poured onto the girl's head?
He obviously didn't just stand there and observe.
I have to agree. They must have been hiding somewhere, waiting for her to arrive. Somewhere nearby, I'd assume. Where was the killer hiding? Outside the janitor closet on top of the door? In the back of the janitor Nah, he has to be hiding behind the door so you could get the drop on her.
What about behind the door? The killer could have hidden there as the girl entered.
Really? It's not behind the door.
Wouldn't the stepladder be in the way?
What are you talking about? There was literally space right behind there. She's right. What was I even thinking? Not behind the door. It's not outside because then the girl would have known this ain't not going. It has to be in the back of the janitor closet. This has to be the only choice. Back on my computer. What up, Chris?
Got it. The killer was hiding in the back of the closet.
Absolutely.
If he was pressed up against the furthest shelf and facing the entrance, there'd be a diagonal path between him and his victim. I say diagonal because that's the only way you can make a direct charge forward.
Man, that's pretty ballsy. If that victim would have saw this dude like in the corner of the eyes, I would have shot. Not my background is Kai Montiago. Oh my gosh, you're a Kai fan. Let's go. Bro, but for real though, let's think about this. If I was the killer, I would not be standing there. Look, behind the why wouldn't it be behind the stepladder? She would have gone in the bleach, and then he would have come out all the way like a curve, and then gone on her and stuff like that. I don't know why this killer had to go on the back of the closet and be like, having to take a risk, of getting shot. There was obviously room behind there.
Also, when the victim entered the room, she would have been standing with her back to the hallway, right outside the killer's range.
Absolutely.
That's why the stab wounds were only made to her chest.
recreating the crime scene we found. Great job, guys. We're actually doing this.
Damn, pretty much anywhere she hit the trigger, you could have got shot, to be honest. Right? Yeah, like for real, if she would have gotten even blinded by bleach, the right thing to do with like a person that's armed is just, you know, like, you know how like you could just hold down the trigger and still like, you know, spray around. That shit would have like at least done something, at least hit the killer and shit like that. But nah, I think she didn't. I don't know why she hesitated, or maybe she hesitated and she didn't even want to hurt the guy, but yet she knew. I don't know.
That was the last mystery, right? We must have put everything together now.
No, Desmond. We forgot the motive. We got the whole case down, but we don't even know what the fuck the motive
Even if
is.
It's all fake. I feel really bad for this victim.
No, do not feel bad for this victim. I feel like this victim it's at least like, no, Eloise, that victim had a gun. It's obvious that she's dangerous.
It's an ugly sight, but she's no victim.
Yep, Winona actually figured this out.
Huh?
Yep.
Well, technically she is, but...
Maybe Deanna was right. Maybe she was her friend. That's why I killed the girl. God damn it, gotcha. How could you?
Let's be real. The girl was carrying a gun.
That's right. That's freaking reasonable. The girl was carrying a gun.
She probably provoked the killer, and they killed her in self-defense. It's a clear-cut case of the hunter becoming the hunted, no?
Absolutely. Like, let's be real though. Whoever has the gun will definitely be the one that's going to be calling shots. You do not do anything else. Otherwise, you just get like one pull for the finger and you're freaking gone.
That's no excuse.
Yep, that's no excuse.
What?
There's no justifying murder. Killing a woman is the worst thing a man could do.
You're emanating a sizable amount of emotional tension. Are you okay?
There's no excuse. There never was an excuse. 28 stab wounds. No girl, no person should ever suffer Kara's fate.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, I do agree with Wolfgang here though. Like if the killer was able to stab her at least, you know, a couple of times, it wouldn't have seemed this aggressive. But the fact is, this girl had multiple knife wounds in her, meaning this was done with pure aggression too. This is obviously like absolutely 28 stab wounds. You know that killer was fucking mad at her. There was like beef between those two. This was no self-defense. This was actually pure like either self-defense and like revenge or some shit or some stuff like that. 28 stab wounds.
Wait, who's Kara?
Kara, baby. Oh my gosh. And also, I love that Detroit Become Human detail.
It was the victim's name. Didn't anyone read the tablet?
The tablet, baby. Like, dang, give the girl a break. You already bleached her eyes. Like, jeez. For real. He could have at least stabbed her once and then she would have been crippled or at least something. Or at least disarmed her. But no, he went in for the kill. Oh, maybe this could have been like a freaking trial from the game and stuff like that. But, you know, none of these people know about that shit.
I agree with you, dude. But you don't have to shout out your point.
Yeah, that's right. You don't have to be pulling a phoenix right on us, y'all.
Oi, what's all this about? We figured out the case. Stop trying to drag it on.
No, we're not finished here.
Oh my gosh, Wolfgang is about to be all Phoenix right now. We ain't done with this case yet.
Huh?
There's no murder without a proper motive. We need to discuss why Kara died.
Why Kara died? Yes, we have to discuss her death. I feel like Damon is going to pull a KA date.
I am not going this far for a fictional murder case.
Yeah, I don't think this is fictional at all.
We aren't looking for a murderer. We're looking for answers, which we have.
Well, I do have agree with you there. We do know how she died, but we don't know the motive.
Do you turn in a half-finished exam, Winona? An essay without its conclusion?
Oh my gosh, Wolfgang is going off right now.
This isn't about efficiency. This is about being right. Or do you, a supposed entrepreneur, not value integrity?
Oh, fuck! There goes Wolfgang taking jabs at her.
What the hell?
Bruh, Wolfgang is on a whole nother level right now.
Let's just talk about the motive. There's no harm in doing that, right?
Yeah. You know, nice job, Deanna. Nice job defusing the situation right now.
Well, what was the motive? Was the killer fighting for their life? Or were they going out of their way to murder?
Maybe the gun freaked him out.
It's both. It's self-defense, but also getting revenge on her.
If I was in the killer's shoes, I'd definitely be nervous. Thing is, while acting out of self-defense is possible, since when does it look like this?
Yeah.
Given the severity,
they're really gonna be a case that makes them just think, oh, the gray man did the murder again just to one of us.
Something done on impulse?
What if they were frightened? A spooky thing might have set them off big time.
That's wrong. There's no way this was done in self-defense.
Well, Akira, maybe it could have been done from both ways. They would have done that self-defense, but as well as getting payback. That's what I feel like the mood is.
No matter what excuse the killer uses, it doesn't change the fact they have blood on their hands.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely, you're right about that shit, Akira.
Yo, bud, you seem a little pressed.
Silence! I won't allow this!
Oh my gosh, Akira is already on fire right now. They're really gonna be... Well, things are getting emotional. Paphos, okay. Oh yeah, now there comes the weak shit. There goes the spots, yep. Paphos, yep. Oh, things are getting emotional. Well, not anymore, I washed off the blood. Jid is still confused, like he was like, the dummy had a gun. While you, okay, logical, all agreements, now be good at approach, introducing the Paphos mechanic, okay. During non-stop debate, emotional comments, yep. These comments are called Paphos statement. You can absorb these Paphos statements by hovering over them with the reticle and pressing E. Yes, E. The Paphos statement then will be loaded into your troop pool. Okay, so this is a different take. Definitely a different take. Find a weak spot that is directly contradicted by the Paphos statement and fire. Okay, there it's telling me E. I remember. I will not fuck up this time. If successful, you will make a powerful emotional argument to your... Okay, yeah. Okay, we got this. It's E, guys. I got this shit. We ain't gonna be confused like the first half of the hour. So there's definitely gonna be something that's gonna require me to use the Paphos. Definitely none of these, but fuck. Let's see what everybody has to say.
Kill Kara so easily and without restraint. There is no way to justify this.
Take a chill pill, man.
You expect me to stay calm? This was the sadistic killing of one of humanity's brightest.
We shouldn't make a lot of assumptions about the killer's morals. This could have been self-defense.
You don't even know the damn killer. Just the crime scene they left behind.
This killer, dead or alive, deserves to be brought to justice!
But how can we do that?
Yeah, how can we do that shit?
There's no reason.
Pressing E.
If you have no proof.
So says the ultimate liar.
Okay, so let me see the instruction. Was this murder justified or was it truly unforgivable? I feel like I have an obligation to find the truth. Absolutely.
To kill Kara so easily and without restraint.
Hold, okay, hold to absorb that shit. All right, we got that.
There is no way to take it. You expect me to stick with the sadistic...
We should... This could have been self-defense.
You don't even know the damn killer. Just the crime.
Killer, dead, deserves to be brought to justice!
But how can we do that? There's no reason to trust you. If you have
all right, we
no
got the...
proof.
Okay, we got this shit.
So says the ultimate liar.
All right. Now we gotta see which one to go to.
And without restraint.
I love how everyone's trying to calm Wolfgang when he's been in the courtroom longer than everyone else. So of course he's gonna get emotional about someone not getting proper justice.
You expect me to stay calm? This
So
was
true.
the sadistic killing of one of humanity's brightest.
We shouldn't make a lot of assumptions about the killer's morals.
Would it be a sadistic
This
killing?
could have been self-defense.
or self-defense.
You don't even know the damn killer. Just the crime scene they left behind.
The crime scene. Would it be the crime scene?
This
No.
killer dead.
What's
Okay.
wrong with that?
Oh my gosh. We're about to close to death. Okay.
And without restraint. There is no way to justify sadistic.
I think it's sadistic killing, isn't it? Oh, I missed my
We
shit.
shouldn't make a lot of assumptions.
No, I lost my bullet.
The
Fuck.
killer's
Okay.
Killer dead. Brought to justice.
But how can we do that?
All right.
There's no reason to trust you. If you have
Oh, no, I missed that shit again.
So says the
All right. Oh, yeah. Okay, so it's literally giving us 1 point to guess. So we either have to agree on sadistic killing or...
To be brought to justice.
No, I do not want sticking.
There's no reason to trust you.
I think this is a sadistic killing because the moment that you see, like, if this was self-defense, then they would have been able to, you know, at least done a little bit of damage and escaped and shit like that. But the fact that they didn't means the fact that they went all the way with like 28 stab wounds. This was intentional too. It could have been both, but the shit is like the moment you start going way more over the head, that shit's like, this needs to be justified.
To kill Kara so easily.
Absolutely.
And without restraint. There is no way to justify this.
Oh my god, I ran out of time. No way. Damn it. Okay, please don't take away my bullet. I still have the bullet,
to
right?
Kill Kara
Yes.
so easily and without restraint. There is no way to justify this.
Absolutely.
Take a chill pill, man.
You expect me to stay calm? This was the
I agree.
one of humanity's brightest.
I don't see how that relates to his point.
What?
To kill Kara so easily and without restraint.
Then wouldn't it? Then the only point it would at least make, because it would be self-defense.
About the killers. This could have been self-defense.
Oh my gosh.
You don't even know the
reason to.
Oh my gosh, I missed that shit. I think it's Ava's orange
says
text.
The ultimate liar.
Ava's orange text. Ava was a blue text. I think you're talking about Winona, but I think I shot that earlier too.
Oh, the damn scene they left.
This killer deserves to be brought to justice.
But how can we do that? There's no reason to trust you. If you
I
have
clicked
no
E.
proof.
What? Or did I hold
says
R?
the ultimate liar.
Just wait. Okay. I think I probably mispressed the button. Shit. But that's not sadistic killing. It's probably self-defense because like
There's no reason to trust you. If you
why?
have no
Oh my gosh! I literally had to turn off sticky fingers and shit like that. The sticky like keys, like those are so annoying. I hate the fact that it always comes to pop up and shit like that.
No. Scene.
Dead deserves.
We do that. There's no reason to trust you. If you have
Oh my
no
gosh!
proof.
Sticky fingers like.
So says the ultimate liar.
Bruh. Okay. I need to get to the point where take a chill pill, man. Like gosh, says Kai's face. That's the one time I agree with Kai.
To be brought.
But how can we do that?
All right, now let's just over this shit
There's
peacefully.
no reason to trust you.
All right, there we go.
If you have
Now we have a minute. All right. So we're gonna shoot it on Ava's stuff because I feel like that's.
This was the killing of one of humanity.
We shouldn't make a about the killers.
All right, yeah.
This could have been self.
No, it's not
I'm
self-defense.
glad you agree, but how does?
To kill Kara so easily.
Is there any more points I could have just absorbed besides the
There is no
little
way
thing?
to justify this.
Let me see.
Take a chill pill, man.
This the killing of one of humanity.
We shouldn't make a lot of assumptions
I will tell you
about
when.
the killer's morals. This could
Alright,
have been
Chris.
self-defense.
You don't even know the damn killer. Just the crime scene they left behind.
It's this one, right? No, it can't be this one
What's
though.
wrong with that? Is there a second crime scene only?
Yeah, it can't be that
To
one.
kill
I literally
Kara
shot
so
all of
easily
the lawyer's
and without
intuition,
restraint.
but
There is no way to justify this.
this is an empathy bullet. But like,
Take a chill pill, man.
is there another point that I
You
did not
expect me
see?
to stay calm? This was the sadistic killing of one of humanity's brightest.
We shouldn't make a lot.
Somewhere after we'll notice text. All right. All right, gotcha. So somewhere after it, I probably may have missed it.
To kill Kara so easily.
Where you
and
got
without
lawyer's
restraint.
intuition. Okay, so there was
is
another
no
one
way
there.
to justify- You expect me to
I may have missed that shit. Let me see.
About Hitler's morals.
No,
this
no.
could have been self-defense.
No signals. Okay,
You don't
let's.
even know the damn killer.
Okay, let's take it slow after we
Just
notice.
the crime scene they left behind.
This killer, dead or alive, deserves to be brought to justice.
There doesn't seem to be
How can we
anything.
do that? There's no.
Oh, okay. I did not see that shit. Oh my gosh, I forgot to see that. I didn't even realize that shit was orange. Bro, I'm literally got blind.
Expertise shouldn't be overlooked here. If there's anyone to believe, it's the lawyer.
Absolutely. Damon knows that one's talent is always like should be taken serious.
Say what?
Wolfgang has spent his life in the courtroom and on the crime scene. He'd understand the criminal mind in ways we can't possibly imagine.
Exactly.
He was even emotionally invested in a murder case he'd never seen before. If his lawyer's intuition tells us that the killer was in the wrong, then we have no reason to disagree.
Absolutely, Damon. Look at that. Damon's already speaking
We're
facts.
all ultimates for a reason. We need to trust in talent.
Well spoken. If Wolfgang is adamant about the killer's intentions, we should have faith in him.
Yeah, Wolfgang's clearly trying his best for us.
Let's trust in the lawyer and his bargain bin buddy.
Oh my god, let's go.
Hey.
Shut up, bro. I'm not a
If
bargain
it
bin.
means going home, then new guys convinced me.
Right on! Team Wolfgang all the way!
Look at that. We're all going on Wolfgang's side now.
Thank you all for your support.
Well, Eva, do you still disagree?
Even if I did, it's not worth pursuing.
Does this mean we're done here?
Yes, Craze. We're fucking done.
Hey! We're disembodied voice! We've figured out your stupid case. Now let us leave!
Bruh, this guy is already asleep right now. When I played this, I was like, am I blind or something? Is there a glitch? No, this is the text. Oh my gosh.
Oh, you're finally done. In all honesty, I stopped paying attention a long time ago.
Have you ever daydreamed?
What? We only went through this case because of you.
For reals.
Silly me, I have a short attention span. So, just for my own benefit, why don't you summarize the information you've learned? It'll be good practice.
Oh, we're finally doing this. Practice.
Fine. I'll do as you ask.
Oh.
I'll present the truth.
We'll present the truth together.
Shut up, Cassidy. This is my gameplay.
Let's dig into it.
It's time to bring the trial to an end. It's time for the closing argument. During closing argument, you must summarize the case. Okay, yes. Is there like buttons? Okay, so W and Q and E are to switch pages, alright. Space is to select the okay, gotcha. And insert panel, gotcha. Actually common sense of the class relatively good, understanding of the case. Gotcha. I have played through all this. Let's go. Alright, y'all, it's time for the closing argument. Alright, so what do we have right now for like this thing? Opening the door. So this is probably when she opened the door. Yeah, so this is the killer. She was checking the rooms. What did the victim do when they were stabbed? How was the trap triggered? This is the trap where it was triggered. Wasn't it? Okay, I have to select that shit. Gotcha. One time I dream in class and I was answering the board question and my friend was like, Chris, wake up. So when I wake up and my teacher has a globe ready to throw at me. Oh gosh, your teacher be violent. Alright, so now we got done with that. Going up the stepladder, alright. How did the killer reach the frame? Oh, of course, this shit is easy. He went up the stepladder. In the janitor's closet. What was the victim carrying? Where did the killer hide? In the janitor's closet. There we go. Alright, alright. Ah, so we unlocked something. Assault rifle. What was the victim carrying? Yes. Ah, yes, the assault rifle. Suppa whoopa. Alright, now we got a more unlocked. Bleach. There's the bleach. There's the bleach. What did the killer pour into the bucket? Absolutely, it's the bleach, right? Absolutely. Now, what was the last one we gotta do? Okay. Clawing at the killer's neck. That shit has to be right over here. What did the victim do when they were stabbed? They clawed at the victim. Right here, and I think that's it.
I got it.
There we go.
The victim was Kara Koshkinen, the ultimate teacher's aide. Right before her death, she was wandering around the academy carrying a large assault rifle.
Oh yeah.
That was probably when our unnamed killer, who was armed with a knife, spotted her.
Yep.
And decided he'd put her to eternal rest.
Absolutely.
He slid inside that little janitor's closet, where he began hatching a deadly scheme.
Oh wow. I didn't think anyone else would be involved in this shit.
Aye, they needed a way to surprise the victim, who was better armed. The killer grabbed a bottle of bleach from the closet and poured its contents into a bucket.
Yo, I actually kind of like
because
this.
they wanted to blind Kara by splashing the bleach in her eyes.
Sneaky little bastard.
But to do that, they would need to set a trap and catch the victim by surprise.
Absolutely.
The killer moved a stepladder behind the closet door and climbed up it to reach the door frame. There, they carefully placed the bucket.
That way, when the victim opened the door, the bucket would empty its contents all over her.
Yep. That's what happens.
After completing this setup, the killer retreated to the far end of the janitor's closet and waited for the victim's arrival.
Oh yeah, he did that stupid move. That was like one of the riskiest shit he ever done.
The killer could have made noise to attract the victim's attention. Either way, the victim tried to open the door.
And, the bleach splashed all over her. Her scalp, face, and eyes were severely burned.
And she was blind. Yeah, it's time to go for the kill. Let's go. Look at
The
that.
killer leapt from his hiding place and began viciously attacking Kara.
Look at that. That's Grace attacking her victim. How dare you?
In his fit of rage and cruelty, he stabbed her from the front 28 times.
Oh my gosh, that
While
rage.
being stabbed, the victim tried to fight back by clawing at the killer. This left the dried blood under her fingernails. However, it didn't deter the killer, and the victim eventually died.
At present, we don't have enough information to reveal the killer's true identity, but their actions haven't been forgotten.
Absolutely.
That is the truth behind this case. Well, are you satisfied?
A measly 3 horse would be beside himself.
Who the hell is...
No one cares! We've done your end of the bargain. Now let us out already!
That's funny, though.
That is what I promised, isn't it? Alright.
Yeah, it's about the room.
But before I do, may I be frank with you all for a second? This entire time I've been hiding behind a speaker, afraid to show my face. My heart tells me you'll react cruelly to it. However, my head, it raises a compelling argument.
Oh.
Who cares what others think? Shouldn't I get to have a little fun once in a while? Yes. Let's do away with these silly boundaries already. It's time we meet face to face.
Oh my gosh. Face to face.
What was that all about?
Everybody, look over there!
No way, bro. Oh my gosh, it's the mastermind.
Toss away those pickaxes, peasants. The walls have finally crumbled. What will you do now that you've reached the other side? Will you treasure this new land? Serve it? Or will you set it ablaze?
Oh gosh.
Well, peasants, have you made your choice?
Nope. I have made nothing. I don't even know who the killer is.
What the fuck is going on?
This person, his voice.
Are you the speaker guy?
Speaker guy?
Oh, he's gray too.
No.
Look, he's gray.
You don't address your superiors like that. Within the halls of this academy, you'll refer to me by one name, and one name only. His Highness, the great and powerful Tozu, host of the Killing Game.
Oh my gosh. This guy. Killing game. Yep, we ended the class trial. Now we're about to end the prologue soon.
Well done.
Oh, I forgot I can't even do an English voice. Ugh. Why is it an auto though? Hold up. Oh my gosh. How did that shit got an auto?
That's why the long face.
Isn't it obvious? You, my dear subordinates,
Blood is
are
rushing.
going to kill each other. Oh. That's not.
Come on.
That's not funny.
But then...
But you said we could go home if we solved the mystery.
Mm-hmm.
I gave you peasants an incentive. It's not my fault you took it the wrong way.
What?
What are you talking about? You lied to us?
Rubbish.
Lied? Oh, no, absolutely not. I'm a fair man. A man sworn to the truth, and if I recall correctly, should you all agree on the right answer, you will be free to leave this room. That is what I promised, isn't it? Alright, I'll let you leave it. I specifically say you could leave this room, not go home.
You
sneaky son of a bitch.
not okay.
You're full of shit, man. There you go, losing your control over your voice. That's how you know you've lost the argument. Logic is a cowardly thing like that. It'll jump ship the moment it's confronted with a challenge. Hold up. Let me see. Okay. How do I bring up my shit? Open trinket F1. Okay, gotcha. Alright. Let me see if I could do something with the settings because I do not want... Why is my text? Movement, look. Oh, so it's literally auto on itself. Well, shit. I can't even get rid of auto. Oh well. He didn't lie, did he? He said he never lies. So when he said this was Eden's Garden Academy, bullshit. What am I doing? Believing someone like him? There's no other way around it. He's lying.
Dude!
Hey, why didn't you tell us about your dumb game sooner? And what you peasants run?
Pathetic.
I can't host a game without any contestants. Please don't do this. I just want to go home. I want to be with my family. Please just let me go home. There's no need to cry, Miss Toomer. We're all civilized here. No one is going to kill simply because they're been ordered to. What's this? The peasants has a rebuttal?
Let's see.
A match between unprepared, unfit players. You could hardly call that a match. In much the same way, this game you propose, a killing game between students who don't have the heart to kill. Do you seriously think we'll abandon our morals so quickly?
Hey!
Yeah, that's totally right. We're like super boring people. We don't have what it takes to do something like that.
Indeed.
My heart is terribly soft, softer than most delicate pieces of mochi. When I see a fly in my room, I catch the poor deer in a jar and return her to nature.
I would never.
My mochi heart would melt otherwise.
I see.
I see. That's your argument, isn't it?
How interesting.
So, what has you convinced? What do you mean? What makes you think the people in this room lack the heart to kill? Do you even know anything about them besides their name and ultimate talents?
Pathetic.
If you do, then tell me, regarding killing, where do you stand? Are they okay with murder if it's for the greater good? Are they okay with murder if it guarantees their survival? Is where they currently stand on the issues the same as where they're willing to stand? Go on. You've had a couple hours to get to know everyone. That's plenty of time to learn their life stories, right? How? Should I take that as a no? Goodness, what a surprise. Not. You wouldn't be here. After all dressed up in a fancy suit if you were so naive.
Such a spoiled
Oh, and one more thing. That trial you just did, that was your preparation for the killing game. How? All you did was make us play detective.
Plot twist.
And for good reasons. If one of you gets killed, the remaining student who will participate in the true class trial, your objective here is simple. Uncover the culprit if you can. Using evidence you gathered during the investigation, you will argue who you believe will have committed the murder. The results will be decided by popular vote, and if you choose the right person, they alone will be executed and the killing game will continue. However, if you choose the wrong person, the guilty party will be set free and the rest of you will be executed instead. Those are the rules for the game. Everyone understand? All of us will be executed? That's not fair.
Isn't this lovely?
Really? I think it's one of the most beautiful rules. Everyone has an incentive to participate in the game, innocent or otherwise.
What's happening?
That's insane. You're treating us like pigs to slaughter.
Such
nonsense. All of you have chances to survive this game. Do you think the common butcher is so merciful? By the way, if no guilty party ever escapes, the killing game will end, and when there are only 2 students left. You may want to remember that, or maybe you don't care. It depends on what kind of person you are. Out of the 16 people here, only 2 would be allowed to survive. 2 people. That's hardly better than if someone gets away with murder.
Well done.
I know. That's what makes it so funny. Most of you will die no matter what, and yet with every passing trial, you'll all cling to life more desperately.
The show must go on.
And that exact mindset is what causes more murders to happen. Aren't these rules simply brilliant? A test of the limits of human compassion.
I have an appetite.
I can't wait to see all of you in actions. The madman's loud, tenacious, inducing laughter was suddenly cut off by a well-timed strike from behind.
I've said it a million times, you mangy fucking mutt! I want nothing to do with this stupid game!
Ow, 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 ow! Stop it!
Oh my gosh.
Since you've made it clear you won't listen to reason, I'll just make sure you have no arms to kill with!
Do you even listen to when I talk?
I'm not the one doing the killing. It's you lot who are...
Bruh. Grace drove her fist directly into his stomach. She followed it with another blow and another, and when it looked like she wasn't going to be satisfied until he was dead, I saw it. From out of nowhere, a tiny red dot appeared on Grace's face.
Hey! Stop already! There's a...
She clearly isn't hearing, but before we could do anything... No way! That was probably a warning shot. I bet you. That was a warning shot. No way Grace died that early. The sound of a gunshot echoed in our ears. ... Grace realized the man from her grip. Speechless, she moved her hands to her cheek, which had been nicked by a stray bullet. ... We all looked in the direction the shot came from. The shooter stood silently by the pillar, a trail of smoke rising from the mouth of her rifle. Her mask. The design was a panther instead of a goat, but it was clear that she was working with him. You shot at her.
For real?
This is getting out of hand. Now there are two of them? Everyone slowly backed away from Tozu, suddenly fearful for their lives. What a shocking and unnecessary display of violence.
You think?
I was just about to engulf a woman. Well, now that you become acquainted with our enforcer Mara, if any of you kids try to jeopardize the killing game, such as by that, she will be there to put an end to your shenanigans.
Pardon me.
Even though she missed her shots. That was just a warning. I assure you, it'd be unwise to further test their sharpshooting abilities.
In any case.
Regardless, I finally have an answer to your previous question. Meh. You asked me if I knew anything about my friends besides their names and talents.
No matter.
Truthfully, I don't, but I'll continue to trust them as if I do, because they're ultimates. Huh? They are charged with betterment of society, besides proving themselves to be above simple acts of self-interest.
We will not succumb!
We will not succumb, even if you trap us, fire guns at us, and force us to endure partial courtroom justice. He's right. Grace was trying to compose herself, still clearly shocked by her run-in with death.
Don't test me.
No matter how weird these guys are, they're talented. Do you really think an ultimate will fall for this bullshit? That's right. My friends and I have too much to live for and too much to achieve. We won't throw all that away for your killing game.
Don't get it mixed up.
We're all going to escape. We have to. One by one, the students raised their voice in solidarity with Wolfgang. All of them were so confident in what they were saying, so willingly to blindly put their faith in each other. And for some reason, it made me sick.
My.
Never underestimate the strength of human connection. I am quite familiar with this idea.
Hi.
What kind of captain would I be if I can't even handle a small crew of 15? What is this horrible feeling of contempt? Why do I feel this way when everyone else seems so hopeful? The voices inside me was answered by another. You got it all wrong. The students turned their attention towards Ava. Do you actually believe no one here will kill? You're really naive. Well, I tend to resort to random and home attacks. Why don't you explain your reasoning?
It's the truth.
It's obvious. Compared to normal people, ultimates are more prone to killing, not less. I wish I could turn off this auto. Living with the constant praise from the students has ruined our sense of self. If you need an example, let's just look around. Excuse me?
Look.
In the outside world, ultimates will do anything to further their own goals. The same is probably true here. Once you realize your dreams can only be achieved if you escape, you will resort to murder.
Can't you see?
If you continue to convince all these people to trust each other, they'll only be more vulnerable. Unless that was your plan all along. Is it possible you want to make everyone so that it will be easier for you to kill them? That's
enough.
That's enough. Slowly Ingrid stepped in front of Wolfie's done nothing wrong. He's given all of us a vote of confidence. Yeah, it's something we all needed.
Please.
So stop trying to turn us against each other, please. The horrible feeling grew stronger as the other students admonished Ava. It grew stronger and stronger, and I knew I had to say something. Ava's right. Huh?
No!
Damon, not you too.
I know.
Look, I get it. You want to make the situation less scary for everyone. But Ava made a good point. All of us have a clear motivation to leave this place, even at the cost of other people's lives. Whether it's to see our families again or for the sake of our talents.
Don't say that!
No, I would never
not
kill
it.
for a talent. Diana, you yourself admitted you had too much to live. Don't you see that that's playing into the masked man's hands? Oh, yeah! This whole we are all ultimate thing is pretty inane anyways. After meeting all of you, it's clear none of us have the same goals. Oh yeah, that's true too.
Hold on.
What are you insinuating? Don't we all carry the same obligation to improve the world we live in? His question angered me more than anything that had been said before. I could no longer suppress my true feelings.
Wrong.
Look, the title barely means anything. Most ultimates are just bullords obsessing over some pointless hobbies. Their talents don't contribute anything of worth. The only thing they're capable of is leeching off public attention for their own goals. Ouch.
You've got to be kidding.
You gotta be kidding me. Running a business that feeds billions is pointless?
No.
Some of you are an exception. But come on, there's no way the rest of you can improve the world we live in with your niche fixation.
That was very...
Don't you mean the rest of us? You're an ultimate too. Yeah, what the hell makes you so special? I could feel their words warming their way into my soul. What makes you so special? Well, I can actually achieve many things. I can argue policy. Yeah. Better yet, I was the only one. Is there? I really was. Bro, how do I turn off auto though? This is so annoying. Like, there's literally no options for me. Oh, is it space? Let me see if it's space. There it is. Okay, there we go. It's space bar. My gosh. Somehow it was not clear to me. He's clearly a sharpshooter. She don't mess with the ultimate debater. Yo, what's going on? You think you're better than us just because you say words nobody understands? Well, that kind of stuff is relative. Like, tell me what a dresser is. Do you know? What's your step? Lets you trip and fall from the unparalleled height of your vanity. Bro, we're literally putting a lot of depth. We're literally making a big ass red arrow over our head right now. We're literally being so... I wouldn't be a bit surprised that we're actually going to be, you know, calling the kill.
Not good enough.
I'm disappointed in you. How are you so concerned about making yourself look good when you were in the middle of a death game?
The hell?
Wait, I wasn't trying to. It was no use. They turned against me, hurling obscenities, scowling, and simply shaking their heads.
Isn't this lovely?
Ooh, do I sense anger, hatred, an unquenchable sense of bloodthirst? Well, save that for later. I'm the only person who could spill blood in the courtroom. The elevator will take you back to the killing game arena. We've cleaned up the crime scene and prepared a dorm room for each of you.
Get lost.
Thanks. Now can you get lost?
Good evening.
Okay. He returned to his podium with the masked woman tailing closely behind him. The bizarre mechanism that brought him into the room lowered the two of them into the ground and out of sight. Fuck.
Hey.
Still, we're not going to kill anyone, right guys? No matter what happens, we're all going to make it out of here, okay? Bro, she's definitely have killer vibes right now. I get the feeling this girl will kill. ... It was only when the madman had left that reality truly began to set in. I'm trapped in the killing game with people who despise me. Bro, Damon, you literally brought this shit upon yourself, bro. Damn, you're literally a red target right now. You got people to turn against you and shit. Like, come on. Bro, that... Man, Damon right now has to survive, and that's... Now we're literally the ones surviving. But that's what I like about Damon, though. The fact that he got people to start, you know, like doubting him more and stuff like that. Like many of the protagonists in Danganronpa always felt like, you know, they're always like too good. Like they're very good in nature and shit like that, but they're always like they always like they're like good guys and stuff like that. But they're not as morally gray as like Damon right here. Damon, like this dude literally just, you know, how did this happen? I just wanted to help. I wanted to make sure we didn't trust each other to ease. My gosh, Damon, you lack cooperation, bro. You wanted to help? That was not a good way to help them. They literally are freaking terrified, and now you got them all turned against you. Man, I wouldn't even be surprised if everybody looked at him the wrong way whenever he gets a freaking sandwich from the kitchen. And now I'm being treated like the bad guy. Well, these people practice what they preach. Yeah, me and Wolfgang, we're literally gonna be butting heads now in the courtroom. Ultimate debater versus the ultimate lawyer. This is gonna be something. Well, they really refuse to kill. I can't trust anyone here. But you know what? In all honesty, though, I feel like Damon has the right mind, though. The fact that he and Eva are both not gonna be like, you know, within the group that Wolfgang created means that it's most likely that Wolfgang's crew is probably gonna be the one that's gonna turn on each other first because of that trust. Damon and Ava will probably be like the two, you know, two characters that will not, like, you know, it's like they're gonna be like the Togami and the one like Genocide Jag, you know, they're gonna be, or like Kyoko too, like they're gonna be like those three like that don't, like, you know, associate with the group. It's always gonna be like, I get the feeling that it's gonna be within the group that's gonna start the killing. For better or for worse, it's me versus them. Absolutely, Damon. It's up to us or them. So cue the beginning of the end, the beginning of an unfathomable nightmare, and unrelenting despair, the beginning of the killing game. And yeah, is this supposed to be the intro right now? Yeah. Oh my gosh. We made it this far, y'all. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry if this shit is too loud. I did not, like, I turned down the volume and shit, like, since the beginning of the stream. I make sure to check all that shit, but nah. But nah, that shit did not let me turn that shit down. You all gotta turn down the volume. I don't know. There's all the ultimates right there, y'all. Those are gonna be our enemies. Except for Ava. Ava is like too great for us. And Wolfgang. Wolfgang is too good for kills right now. Damon and Ava are the Byakuya. Toko, Shio, Kyoko, Fuyuhiko, Chapter 1. Dog's a monkey of this game. I know, right? We're literally the one antagonist in here now. We're literally the Togami now. But it's cool though. We actually get to play somebody that actually isn't like too good and shit like that. That's what I like. Like having some people, you know, hate us and shit like that is perfectly, you know, this is actually something that could happen and shit like that. Vows woven by stitches and needles. Surviving members. Jesus. Yeah. To be continued. There. I think that's the end of chapter 1. Hello? Yep. I think that's the end of the prologue. Select to skip. Press F1. I think I'm gonna press F1, press again to skip. Alright, so that was the end of the prologue. The chat was not working for me. Oh, really? Oh, damn. Glassy is actually working at, I think, right now for a bit, but shit. Well, thank God at least, if it started to feel like when we were around the end of the, you know, of the prologue and shit like that, that's something. My favorite is definitely Wolfgang. Oh yeah, Wolfgang. Like, in all honesty, Wolfgang is such an amazing character. I like Wolfgang. Like, dude is literally like he is literally a good rival for like the ultimate debater Damon. Like Damon and Woking would definitely go head to head on each other. We would have been allies right now, but the fact that we literally made mostly everyone turn against us is something like I really like. And man, I heard that the first chapter might come out like on January or some shit, which I'm gonna keep a track on this so I could get on that right away. But man, this game so far, I like the fact that they added a lot of different stuff to it. I like the fact that they added in everybody having their own voice in the final argument and stuff like that. It added a bit of effort from everyone and shit like that to put the mystery together as a group effort. The one I think I like most of the cast here too. I think everybody are really well written and stuff like that. Like Grace, she has a bad mouth, but she isn't not as worse as Miyu from Danganronpa V3. Like she could literally shit talk, but she isn't literally using a lot of shit that could that will she's tamed. Yeah, that's the best way to describe her. I also like the 14-year-old girl too. She isn't as crazy and psycho as freaking Sayaka from freaking Danganronpa 2 and shit like that. She actually feels like a really good youngster and stuff like that. And then there was other characters too. I like freaking Pirate Dude. Pirate Dude is not the stereotypical dumb giant. He's actually actually has skills within with it's the same for him. But it's and everyone else everybody are very skilled with what they do because they are very professional what they do when and their intelligence come from their subject that they know best, and not everyone are acting very stereotypical at times. Of course there will be some that will do that, but they at least have a unique personality and stuff like that, which I liked. And I really do like Ava and Vulcan. Those are definitely the top two that are going to be my favorites. Yeah, because Damon is about not trusting people and Woking is about trusting people, which is a good twist. Absolutely. Damon literally yeah, this is definitely the duality between Damon and Wolfgang. Wolfgang literally sees people sees the good in people, sees the light side of people and stuff like that. But Damon, he knows that he's very very antisocial and shit like that. He's very on him and stuff like that. He probably knows that people will betray and stuff like that, which is what he sees. But yeah, overall, this is a pretty good beginning. This is by far the best prologue I have ever played. I feel this, if Danganronpa was to do something another game on their main franchise, they should definitely add in a prologue trial, so it wouldn't take that long to get to the actual trial. So people could get used to how the mechanics of it class trial works and shit like that. You get me? Or something like that, or add some more twists to it and stuff like that. But other than that, though, that is it for Project Eden's Garden. This is definitely a really good fan game and stuff like that. There's also another fan game not a fan game, but a web series I do know called Shattered Hope. That was definitely one that you guys should go check it out. It's definitely right now. I think right now the prologue is only out, and I think the rest of the web series will start becoming out soon since they announced. I think they announced the whatchamacallit. They announced that they got most of their sets done, meaning they will probably be able to continue doing the rest of their story and stuff like that. So that's something else if you guys are craving for more Danganronpa-esque type-ish game and stuff like that. You should guys go totally check out Shattered Hopes after that. Of course, if you guys want to check out Project Eden's Garden, or if you guys want to know where to get it, I actually put the link down below on my description and stuff like that. It's on itch.io.com, where you get your fan-made games and stuff like that. And yeah, I'm gonna try to keep an eye out for the next chapter. But as of right now, I would like to thank you all for coming to the stream. It was really great to be playing this and stuff like that. And hopefully I'll be coming in with a lot more content soon. I still gotta do Pokemon. I gotta finish Pokemon soon. I gotta do the Elite Four and stuff like that. So I will definitely make a stream of Pokemon while finishing everything up on that. I also want to try getting back on Fire Emblem, whatchamacallit, Fire Emblem Three Houses Maddening Run, because that shit is almost I need to do that before the Fire Emblem Engage shit comes out. So I'm gonna do that shit too. And I also I do want to try to pull in on the Christmas banners and stuff like that. So that's definitely something I will try to stream as well. So yeah, I got a lot on my plate, but we'll see. But thank you all for coming. Hope you all have a good night. And yeah, this is the end of the stream. And I'll catch you all next time, you know. See y'all.